Hi and welcome to the Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlights Show. I'm Colin Hopkins, and on today's show we're going to be looking back at the Whites' first game of the season, which was an away trip to Ards Rangers in the Steel and Sons Cup. Joining me in the studio today, I have our good friend Josh Bunting.
Hello.
Good to see you, Josh. And we're going to be reviewing the match very shortly. First up, however, here's the match highlights. So then, a positive start for the season, Josh. A great win at Ards Rangers into the second round of the Stephen Sons Cup.
Yeah, 3-1 for the first competitive game of the season. There's not really anything more that you can ask for.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Gary Workman, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
A few very, very good deliveries. Nick Bealey gets his goal. I've said on the previous episode that I was on that he was going to have a very good season. And what a way to start off. You know, I think Bealey, I'm going to claim it now, will score 10 to 15 goals this season. And you know, defensively, in pre-season when I came to watch Derryaki, I thought this is going to be the shaky part of the team. But you know what? The lads cope really, really well. And the most important thing for defence is having a solid goalkeeper behind. Jordan Nickel is competitive debut. A few, like in my opinion, we've missed a goalkeeper in a few years that have came out and claimed the cross. But you know what? On Saturday he did that really, really well. So really, really pleased, and Colin and George seem to have really got the lads' confidence boost over the pre-season, and 3 goals is absolutely massive.
I think one sort of downside possibly from Saturday was the injury to Darren Doherty. Darren had to be carried off in the stretcher, which was a bit worrying. We don't have a sort of a full update as to how things stand, but as player of the year, you don't lose in players of that calibre. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, he's a crucial part in the defence. You know, it's a young squad. I would say that Darren's probably one of the leaders in the squad. So obviously losing a leader this early in the season is massive. But you know, hopefully that it's not too serious, and he's back in for the Newington game. Hopefully.
Well, let's hope so. One other key performer from Saturday was, of course, the score of 2 goals on the day, Matthew Ferguson. So what better person to speak to after the match to get his views on the game? And here's what Matthew had to say. Matthew, thanks very much for joining us today. Great start to the season. 3-1 win, we couldn't ask any more. 2 goals for yourself. What are your thoughts on the game?
No, I thought we played well from start to finish. I thought we moved the ball very well. We started well. First 20 minutes, I thought we put them under a lot of pressure. And then about the next 10 minutes we sort of set off them a wee bit. We need to give ourselves a wee bit of a shake coming in the second half. Our first half we scored a penalty just before half time. It's good to get on the score sheet myself going into the second half, give me confidence coming back out. And then the second half I think we'll control the game from the whistle right through to the end. Unfortunately we conceded a wee goal there halfway through. But again, it's good to get the second goal near the end of the game to make it 3-1.
I think the only sort of downsides really from today is that we scored 3 goals, which was great, but we could have had a lot more, to be honest. We did miss a lot of chances.
Oh yes, we did indeed. Now, myself included there. First game of the season, a couple of boys, had pre-season, but a couple of boys still rusty. You know, it's going to take us a wee while to get our composure in front of the goal and stuff. But again, it's a start. 2 goals for myself and 1 for Big Nick. That's what you want from your 2 forward players. And again, it's a good 3-1 win for the team going forward to Wednesday night.
Bad injury to Doc, which was a bit of a downside as well.
Yes, it was indeed. No, he's our vice captain. He's a solid defender at the back. You know, we'll definitely miss him there. Again, we've got a good cover there. We've got a good, the likes of George Douglas. Obviously, he's suspended himself, but Big Joe's came in the squad. He's come up the 20s, so he's adapted well to the game. We've plenty of cover there now. I wish Doc a speedy recovery and hope he's back within the next couple of weeks or so.
You've also mentioned there the fact next game up, Newington, that's the first game in the league campaign. How important to try and get a result over there?
Oh, it's massive. It is massive, especially away from home. You know, you have to, any game you're going into, you're trying to get your 3 points, especially at the start of the season to kick on. Hopefully we'll play like we did today. Just touch a few things up, like you says, in front of the goal. If we are a bit more composed and put the ball in the back of net, we shouldn't have any problems.
Let's hope so. Okay, Matthew, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Next up for Lisburn Distillery, it's the start of the league campaign when we travel to take on Newington at Seaview on Wednesday night. Thoughts on that one, Josh?
It's going to be a tough game. We all know that. Newington obviously last season got the Stephen Sons Cup semi-final. Well, they got beat by the eventual winners, Linfield Swifts. But you know, Distillery, it's going to be probably the biggest pitch that they played on the season. Well, certainly in terms of the width. And you know, I think obviously with Alan McMurray, in my opinion, possibly the best winger in the league. I think this is the type of game that he'll show is really class in. Newington, they've made quite a lot of changes this year. As everyone has in this intermediate league in terms of transfers. But you know, I think obviously it's massive. First game of the season, 3 points. That's obviously the aim. But I think that the Distillery will come in after 3 goals against Ards Rangers on Saturday with confidence. should win the game.
Yeah, it's important to get off to a winning start if at all possible.
It's nice to travel to Seaview as well. Obviously, that in itself, just playing in that stadium, it's pretty nice occasions to kick off the league. The fans will be well up for it. Everyone at the club will be. But yeah, on the pitch, I think everything will be okay.
So that actual game against Newington takes place this Wednesday night. It's Wednesday the 16th of August. The game will be played at Seaview on the Shore Road. It's a 7:45 kick-off, and we'd really appreciate your support in the night. So that brings us to the end of this, the Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlight Show. Don't forget to watch our weekly review show, which will be online this Thursday. In the meantime, it's a massive thank you to Josh Bunting for joining me today's show.
No problem, thank you for having me.
Good to have you here, Josh. And a thank you also to the viewers for watching the show and making today's episode possible.
Come on, you Whites.